and we start. Well, good afternoon and welcome to a blustery but sunny Central Park. The massed ranks of the Hull supporters who've made their way over here for the third time this season, many of them, as Hull come to Wigan in the preliminary round of the Silkcut Challenge Cup. A really big, massive game in prospect today. Wigan, of course, view this competition very much as their personal property now. They've won the Challenge Cup in the last 5 seasons. You've got to go back to 1987 to find their last defeat in this tournament at Oldham on a midweek game. The second round, I think it was. And since then, they've won 25 consecutive matches in the Silkcut Challenge Cup. And what a daunting task for Hull to come here today and try and rob Wigan of that record. Yeah. But Hull come with plenty of hope, plenty of expectation. A win here, of course, by 1 point in the league back in September. And a defeat here a fortnight ago in the Regal Trophy, when certainly Hull were very competitive. The first 20 minutes let them down, but a pretty good performance all the same. And a very good crowd has assembled for what should be a real top-class game. Let's have a look at the two sides. The Hull side, first of all, Richard Gaze at fullback, Paul Eastwood and Matt Duncan on the wings, with James Grant, who's recovered from that gash in the leg, at number 3, with Rob Nolan, his centre partner. Scott Gale and Ivan Henjak are the half-back partnership, with Andy Dannett, Lee Jackson and Russ Walker making up the front row. Rob Wilson and Chico Jackson the second row. They've been in good form in recent matches, these two youngsters. John Sharp at loose forward, and on the substitutes bench today we've got Daniel Deve and Mark Jones, now back from suspension. The Wigan side, quickly through it, Steve Hampson fullback, Sam Panapa and Martin Afire, who's recovered from injury, on the wing, Dean Bell and Andrew Farrer in the centres. Sean Edwards is at scrum half, with Frano Boticud stand off today. That's a switch around. Neil Cowie, Martin Dermot, Ian Guild out the front row. No Andy Platt. Dennis Betts, Billy McGinty and Phil Clark the back 3. Jason Robinson, Joe Lydon the 2 substitutes. The referee, Mr. Russell Smith from Castleford, gets us underway. Hull playing with the wind. Paul Eastwood kicks off, taken by McGinty. Taken by Gale. He makes stop some 13 metres from his own line. Panapa runs off from acting half-back. Chico Jackson the tackler. Farrer is at acting half. He runs from there. Makes a good 10 yards. Dermot from acting half-back, well read by Walker. Makes the tackle very well. Here comes Clark, who had an excellent game in the Regal semi-final. That's the last tackle against Wigan. And back to Edwards for the kick. Taken by Richard Gay. And he's knocked down by Phil Clark. We'll play it some 32 out from the Hull line. Donkin running round. It's a big tackle from Betts rather. Chico Jackson. Wigan solid up the middle. John Sharp beats one tackle up to halfway. Andy Dannett back to Henjak, but he's immediately collared by Dermot on halfway. A Wigan player is down. Gale kicks, taken by Hampson, and he's tackled by Nolan and Sharp. Good defence. Brian Holwell with me as usual. Pretty good start by Hull.
Yeah, pretty good start. A sense would get up to a good start in the first half. Quite a strong wind blowing straight on the pitch. We saw Henjak's just taking a knock, and that hard tackle from Dermot. Going back to the sweeper position, but he still seems to be holding his arm. Betts. Botica. Edwards. Nowhere for Edwards to go. Good tackling by Hull down the middle. Oh, Phil Clark kicks. Good kick by Clark. Wide to Richard Gate. Running it out. Stopped by Bell and Panapa. Duncan. Dannett charges up. Lee Jackson. Dannett. Oh, to Wilson. Oh, ball kicked through to Hampson. Good job for Hull, he didn't pass quickly to his left because Wigan had men out. Botica. Farah into the gap. Gets into a fire. Oh, great tackle there by Nolan. Penalty against Hull for offside, right in front of the post. Penalty against John Sharp. Russ Walker going to talk to the referee. I'm not quite sure what it was about. Easy kick this for Frano Botica. I noticed that Wigan, when they've been kicking, have kept the ball low and made the maximum distance into the wind. Intelligent kicking, both by Edwards and Clark. Kicks it confidently between the posts. So we've been playing just 6 minutes. Wigan 2, Hull 0. Going to Paul Eastwood to restart. Referee talking to Scott Gill. I'm not quite. What about? High kick from Eastwood. It goes to McGinty. Not to McGinty. Collected by Hampson. Runs at Scott Gill. Puts him down. Farah running off. Good tackling by Hull. McGinty runs at Jackson, put down Jackson and Walker. But good running by the Wigan forwards. Edwards, Botica, there's a man outside, it's Dean Bell, clear down the right, he's got Panaper with him, goes outside Wilson. Good tackle there by Henja. Found a lot of room down that left-hand side. Botica, Edwards, Cowie. Kick by Edwards into to Richard Gay, collects it well. Makes a good 15 yards away from his line. Good play by Gay under a lot of pressure then, but a good attack by Wigan. Rob Wilson. Chico Jackson. Russ Walker, good tackle there by Dennis Betts. Good hard tackle. Jackson running off. Still going. Gets the ball up to John Sharp. Knocked down by Betts. So it'll be its first scrum of the game and it'll be Hull's head and ball. Referee's given up a long term. John Sharp offside the Wigan defenders. McGinty broke too quickly. So it's a penalty to Hull. Hull physio on again. We're talking to Russ Walker. Good kick by Eastwood. Hull's best attacking position so far. Lee Jackson to Wilson. What, knock on? Oh, the referee wants to know from the touch judge what happened. Rules that Wilson... Oh, Wigan knocked on, it's Hull said and ball. I can't understand that decision, Steve. It was either play on or a free kick to Hull, as far as I could see the situation.
Yes, I don't know why the Wigan knock-on came out of that, but anyway, Hull possession from the scrum. Nolan, Richard Gay, good tackle by Hampson. Sharp, switching at the ruck, within 30 metres of the Wigan line. Henjak calls the short side, goes on his own. 3 tackles of the 6 gone. Jackson goes from acting halfback, trying to hit and spin into the tackle. Hull come to the open side. Gale, Nolan, Grant takes on Farah, but Wigan defence meet him and Hull lose yards on the play. It's back to Gale. Gale goes to the air with a kick for a Fire. Fire tackled into touch. Well, that's a good bomb by Gale, and really Martin Fire banged into touch by Paul Eastman.
Yeah, good play there by Hull. The Fire took that ball well, to be fair to, because it was very high. Anyway, it's Hull setting ball 20 metres out. Henjak. Gale, bad ball to Gale, collects it well. Rob Nolan to Henjak. Oh, he's wrapped up by Botica. Good defence by Wigan. Nolan, Chico Jackson. Tackled by Phil Clark. Hull. Lee Jackson running off. Lee Jackson still going. Good run by Jackson. Sharp. Walker for the posts. Last tackle. Scott Gale, a little kick through, it's a good one. Bounces, it's a Fire. Referee says play on. It's a still a Fire. Oh, he scores. Oh, what terrible look for Hull, that. Referee looks as though he didn't know what the decision was going to be, decided it was play on. A Fire kicked on twice. Control the ball very well, Steve. A Fire. A real international try there from Martin Fire, but a killer for Hull.
Yes, when it comes to a foot race, there was only going to be one winner, really. Richard Gay bravely trying to get back, but a Fire has that pace, open field ahead of him. Spectacular try. The Hull players not happy. I think they thought that a Fire might have been offside, Brian, because certainly from that Scott Gale drummer through, the ball hit a Wigan foot, bounced forward. The question was whether a Fire was behind that player or in front of him. Botica's kick fails, just drift to the left of the post, so Hull 6-0 behind, but certainly as far as territory they've probably had the better of it.
They have, Steve, but to be honest, they've struggled to make progress when they mow the ball wide, haven't they? That's the set of 6 that finished with Eastwood's kick was a good 6, but really all have found it quite difficult to make progress. They moved up very quickly, Wigan. 6-0 with the wind, not the start Hull wanted. Only 12 minutes gone. To Edwards. To McGinty. Penalty against Hull. The use of the elbow. Phil Clark. Oh, good tackle there by Eastwood. Referee didn't say anything, but the linesman came on. So it's another penalty for Wigan. Cowie. Gildart. Stopped by Wilson. Edwards. Botica. Betts knocked down by Chico Jackson. Edwards. Farah. Oh, tackled by Scott. Not tackled by Scott Gale. Gets away. Men outside him. Hampson. To Panaper. Oh, good defence. Gale get across. And Gale. McGinty tackles. Last tackle. Edwards. Oh, kicked at Betts. Referee said it was forward. It should be. Hull's play the ball on the last tackle. Another good attack by Wigan, Steve. Wilson. Did well there, did Rob Wilson. Lee Jackson. Penalty against Panaper. So it's Paul Eastwood. Only makes about 10 yards as Eastwood didn't really use the wind then. Donkin tries to straighten up, tackled by McGinty. Ball to Chico Jackson. Again McGinty makes the tackle. Gale. John Sharp. A tackle by Farrett. Henjack to Dannett, up down the middle, good run by Andy Dannett. Stopped by McGinty and Cowie. Chico Jackson slips, last tackle. Jackson still going to Scott Gale. Nice kick by Gale, high. Should be Hampson's ball. Oh, well taken there by Steve Hampson, really well taken. Oh, Hampson loses it. Chico Jackson. Wigan offside. I think Eastwood will go for goal here, Steve.
Over it goes, Hull on the board, 6 points to 2, 17 minutes gone.
So it's Hampson to restart. Keeps it low. To Chico Jackson. Met by Farrer and Betts. Very good kick that by Hampson. Paul Eastwood. John Sharp. Wilson. Oh, good run by Wilson. Good yards by Rob Wilson. Ball back to Scott Gale. Big kick to Hampson. Ball bounces over Hampson, across his body. I don't know if he touched it. Referee said he did, it went backwards. Well, it certainly went backwards. The fire acting half backer. It doesn't run off, gives it to Cowie. Met by Lee Jackson. Edwards, Panaper. Out to Dermot. Oh, good tackle there by James Grant. Dennis Betts straightens up down the middle. Makes a good 10 yards. Dermot. Dummies. Oof. Ducks under Wilson's tackle. But stopped by Lee Jackson. Panaper. High kick. Taken by Richard Gay. Richard Gay. Met by Farrer. Looks very strong in defence. Andrew Farrer, the Australian. Paul Eastwood. Beats Betts but doesn't beat Farrer. John Sharp. Good run by Sharp. I think it'll be Dannett's turn next. It isn't, it's Chico Jackson. But loses the ball. McGinty. Dermot, Edwards, Clark on the short ball. Oh, great tackle there. Tackle by Jackson and Sharp. And the referee says it was high. It seems a two-man tackle from our position. Jackson went downstairs and Sharp upstairs. But it's another kickable position. Good play this Andrew Farrer, Steve. Very steady, isn't he? Good footballer, very strong on defence.
Yes, in defence it's like playing with an extra sucker and rower, isn't it, really? He really does. He doesn't just stop his men, he hurts them. So Botica with this shot, he's some 15 metres in from the left-hand touchline. Wigan with a 6-2 advantage. And he's successful, very sweetly struck goal by Prano Botica, and Wigan lead now by 8 points to 2. 22 minutes gone. And really, Brian, you can't afford those handling errors in your own half that gave Wigan the possession there.
No, really. Chico Jackson just lost the ball in the tackle, and Cowie came away with it and created that position for Wigan to put in the attack down the left. So it's Paul Eastwood to start off again. It's to Hampson again. Panaper runs it out. A strong run by Panaper. Clark. Met by Walker. Dermot to Dean Bell, to Farrer. Oh, good tackle there by Eastwood on Farrer. Stops him getting the ball out to a fire. Dennis Betts bottled up. Edwards. Well met there. Last tackle. Botica kicks. Got to Richard Gate. Wigan line of chases up. Oh, got a big hit by Farrer on Gate. Paul Eastwood running off. Walker. Bumps off Dermot. I thought that was a hard tackle from McGinty, but referee didn't think so. Lee Jackson again. Damn it. Runs at Clark. Gale. But pretty good defence there by Wigan. Ball sits up well for Steve Hampson. He's got Nolan in front. Nolan puts him down. A fire. Met up by Jackson and Dannett. Edwards drops off Dean Bell. Oh. Met by Gale and Dannett. Dermot running off. Henjack gets him. Dennis Betts running off from acting halfback. Little chip over. Gale feels it. Gale still running down the middle. There's room down the middle for Gale. Good clearing run by Richard Gale. Dannett. Chico Jackson. Henjack. Gale. Gary Nolan. Gale. Oh, again met by Farrer, read the situation well. Paul Eastwood. Oh, gets the ball away to Lee Jackson, but it's forward. Enterprising play there by Hull. Unfortunate for Hull there. Jackson was away and he had James Grant on his left, Steve.
Yeah, it's only a 50-51. You've seen a lot worse given. Really, that was very tight. Good work by Paul Eastwood going in field and popping the ball up, but judged to be forward. So Wigan making two substitutions. They've taken off Gildart and Hampson and brought on Lydon and young Jason Robinson. Means that Panapa has gone into the pack. Wigan with two backs as substitutes today. Bell. Here comes Betts, well taken by Jackson and Dannett. Certainly Andy Dannett, Lee Jackson doing an awful lot of tackling up the middle. McGinty, Cowie, well taken. Lee Jackson again across from the marker. Does an awful lot of good work like that. Clark, tackle on the 30-metre line. A good set of defence by Hull. Last tackle. Edwards going the short side. It was the kick out to Robinson. And he's tackled on the 20-metre line. Good scrambling defence by Hull. Took across well. Suspicion of a forward pass. But Hull have it on the turnover. Rob Wilson. Comes loose though. Wigan in possession. Betts up the middle. A lot of room for Dennis Betts. This is why Wigan are so dangerous, that within 5 metres the ball goes loose and a penalty against Hull for ball stealing. And really typical bit of Wigan play, Brian, really. They're looking and probing, trying to find the opening on that last set of 6. They didn't do it, so they were actually caught on a turnover, but then such is the strength of the defence that you come up with a handling error and they really put you under pressure. So if they don't actually score, there's this tremendous strength and force of tackling to force the error from you.
Yeah, at the moment, unfortunately, well, it's a real archetype Wigan type of game. They're doing most things right. They're playing against the wind, but when they're kicking effectively. They're keeping the ball low and they're tackling very, very strongly indeed. As you just said, it's the force of the tackle that knocked the ball out of Wilson's hand. Russ Walker's coming off. In to see who Hull put on. I should imagine it'll be Mark Jones.
Both of them down there, Jones and Deezer.
So it's Botticat. successful. We've been playing 28 minutes. And it's Wigan 10, Hull 2. It's Mark Jones on. And, making 2 substitutions. They'll put 2 subs on, but I think they only take 1 off. Yeah, Rob Wilson coming off. And put Devey on for Wilson and Jones on for Walker. So it's Eastwood to kick off. It goes to Lydon. Knocked down by Jones and Jackson. Robinson, tackled by Jones. Penalised for laying on. Oh, penalty could have done without. So it's Robinson running off. Oh, just caught by Grant. McGinty. Stopped by Henjack. Wigan have really got a roll on. Edwards, Botica, Betts. Oh, Betts met by Sharp and Jackson. Dermot. Stopped by Sharp. Dak Cowie. Oh, gets the ball out to a Fire. Fire throws it anywhere, but it goes to a Wigan man. Last tackle. Wigan got men out to the right. They move it to Edwards. Edwards sets them on. Slips the ball. Oh, good. Penalty against Hull. I think it's the referee looking for his card. It's a high tackle on the Fire. The Fire receiving treatment. It's calling John Sharp out. Red card for Sharp. That really has dented Hull's hopes, Steve. Down to 12 men. Well, what was a difficult job, I think, Steve, just about an impossible one now. Down 10-2, penalty underneath the sticks, should be 12-2. And next second half, Hull will be facing the wind.
So Botica with a chance to slot over his 4th goal. And Hull having to defend desperately. Sharp adjudged to have gone high and sent from the field. Botica successful again. His 4th kick. Wigan lead 12-2. Hull down to 12 men. Well, any sort of victory come out of these circumstances, Brian, is the thing that fairy tales are made of.
Absolutely. It's happened before, but you have a feeling it won't happen today. Mike Smith come on for where we're Rob Nolan. Eastwood kicks off. It's to McGinty. Oh, knocks on. Oh, the referee said it went backwards. Phil Clark running off. It's Dennis Betts. Botica, good ball to Bell in the gap, but Good tackle by Nolan and Jackson. Botica again. Good tackle by Chico Jackson. Dermott's running off from Acton halfback. He's got Edwards with him. He kicks. Edwards is going to be first there. I think it's a fire first there. It is. The referee gives the try. The fire beat Edwards to it, Steve, and the ball beat Richard Gay right under the post. Killing try for Hull.
Yes, it was. Great play by Martin Dermott. Saw the gap at the ruck. I think Chico Jackson didn't take him, feeling he was offside. Dermott made the break. And then a really good kick over the top. And that's where Wigan have the pace to do it. And really it was either Edwards or a fire, and a fire got there first. And really Hull's Challenge Cup dreams in rags at the moment. 14 points to 2 the trail. And a goal in front of the post again for Botica. He really shouldn't have any problems with this. 16-2 rather, they trail. Botica successful again, 5th success, 18 points to 2. And really, Brian, although Hull have had probably in the half overall as good a share of field position, Wigan certainly have looked the more threatening side in those attacking positions.
Yeah, they certainly have. They've moved the ball quicker by hand, and they can run a little bit quicker. As you said, that was a good try by Dermott. Certainly Chico Jackson was caught in 2 mans. He thought he couldn't tackle him because he was offside. Dermott saw the gap, went, made 30 yards, chipped over, and Edwards and a fire, and Richard gained a race for the ball, but a fire was the winner. Onto the posts. Another kick to McGinty. Tackle by Duncan. Edwards misses out. Clark finds Robinson, who's running round. Oh. Eastwood and Nolan put him down in the end, but very strong is Robinson. Dean Clark, Dean Bells. Botica. Good tackling there by Hull. Dermott running off again. Met there by Jones. Ball back to Lydon. Oh, big boot by Joe Lydon. Into the wind. Kicked very well. Richard Gay. Beats Farrow this time, but put down by Cowie. Lee Jackson running off. To Duncan. And over at 6 and 7s at the minute. Forward's got to get behind the ball. Mark Jones. Got a good run by Jones. Devey, oh, drops it, goes backwards. Referee said it doesn't. Bad play that by Hull. Just 4 minutes to half time. Botica. There's a gap. Oh, but Scott Gale closes the gap up. Penalty, I think. Offside against Hull. Another 10 yards. Botica sure to kick for goal. But to be honest, I thought Botica moved from the mark to play the ball there, Steve, and Scott Gale certainly did. Scott Gale was stood where the tackle was made, and Botica moved a yard forward and played the ball.
Yes, and Scott Gale made a point of it as well, and he was quite right. But the referee had his eye on the 10-metre line and caught a Hull player offside, and Andy Dennett compounding the error by talking back out of turn, and Botica has now got a shot from within the 30-metre line, 28 metres or so. He's been striking the ball very sweetly, just one failure so far. 5 successes. Oh, he strikes it well. Really is very, very accurate goal kicker. And Wigan into the 20s, 20 points to 2. And Hull really under the cosh at the moment. And of course it's under that kind of pressure, Brian, that the kind of handling error that we saw from Danny Diva comes in then. Players anxious and feeling things running against them. McGinty takes it from the kick-off, not for the first time. Gets up to the 20-metre line, this rugged second rower. Signed from Warrington, it's the beginning of last season. Lydon. Good tackle by Jackson. We're going to come to the short side with Betts. Gets away from Eastwood's tackle, Dennis Betts. Good strong handoff by Betts. And a very, very fine game of the Great Britain second row forward. And the hooter is in fact gone for half-time. The side's leaving the field, Hull down by 20 points to 2. It's a real mountain to climb. It's a mountain coming here to Wigan, and it's really an Everest to climb now. Wigan have been very accomplished this first half, a very well-controlled, organised game. And they've fed on Hull errors, I suppose, Brian, really, you could say. They've kicked very well, intelligently, with this strong wind against them, kept the ball low, waited for the Hull error, which has come, and they've come up with the tries. And of course they had that very unlucky score against Hull early in the game when a fire went 90 yards after a very good bit of Hull pressure. But you can't really see a way back for Hull.
No, you can't really. Wigan have played superbly against the wind, and to be honest, we haven't used the wind very well. It's been a gale force wind, and we haven't really used it that well at all. We haven't really put Wigan under pressure, and a great deal of pressure, and as you say, our handling when we've had the ball haven't really been up to it. 1 or 2 unforced errors Wigan have taken advantage of, and they've had a lot of possession in that first half. As you say, you don't really see Hull coming back from that, but certainly we're looking for a bit of respectability and some pride in the second half.
So Hull with this monumental task, trailing by 20 points to 2 here against the Challenge Cup holders Wigan. They're going to be playing into the wind, and with John Sharp sent off, Hull have only 12 men. And largely, Brian, it's going to be a matter of stemming the flow, one suspects, in the second half.
Yeah, it really is. Test of character for Hull. Got to rescue something from the game. Deep kick by Botica. Sir James Grant. Tackle by Panopa. Jones. Good run by Jones. Gannett. Diva. Ball back to Gale. Kicks. It should come to Lydon, who'll come in for it. Move to full-back, and Hampson went off. Good tackle by Gale. Farah to a fire. Catch it at the second attempt. Met by Lee Jackson and Chico Jackson. Edwards, Cowie. Met by Thrill defenders. McGinty. Ball out to Robinson. He's outside Duncan. He kicks. Who's first there? Looks like Sean Edwards. It's a try. I think it was given to Sean Edwards. Really clapped on the pace on the outside with Jason Robinson. Really, the gap happened, Steve, when James Grant let McGinty get outside him then to Robinson, who accelerated away past Donkin, a good kick ahead. And Robinson and Edwards in the chase of the line, and this time it was Sean Edwards.
Bottica this time not successful, the ball drifting across. So 2 minutes gone in the second half. Hull now trail by 24 points to 2. And the test of character grows by the minute. Paul Eastwood to get us underway again. Going to be taken by Lydon. It's good tackle by Lee Jackson, Andy Dannett. Panepa from acting halfback. Again, well taken by Jackson. Cowie. And Lee Jackson in for a third tackle consecutively. Great work by him. Cowie felt that one. McGinty. Cowie certainly down. Ball goes loose, but it's picked up by Betts. No knock on given. And Hull will have head and ball here in a good attacking position. Cowie still receiving attention. And Lee Jackson certainly hasn't given it up. 3 tremendous tackles, Brian.
Well, actually, it was 4, Steve, because he was in on the last one as well. In fact, I met Lee Jackson's Hull's man of the match by some way today. Playing with a lot of skill and pace, Jackson. Cowie still receiving treatment, can't put the ball in the scrum because he's in the way of play. Comes back to the pack, takes his place in the front row. Henjack, Gale, Gay slips Bell, can't get past Farrer, man Andrew Farrer again. Touch judge on this side, he's stood with his flag up, I'm not sure what it's about. Having a word with Dannett. So it's another penalty against Hull. Really relieves the pressure on Wigan there, Steve. Cowie. Dermot, Panepa. Clark on the... Oh, gets the ball out to Edwards. Picked up by Gay. Why didn't he play the advantage? I don't know what was wrong. I don't know what was wrong with saying play on, but...
Yeah, very quick on the whistle there. Really done Hull no favours by putting this scrum down because Richard Gay had quite a bit of space in front of him. Oh, Grant loses it. Wigan in possession. Robinson away. Robinson for the corner. Richard Gay after him. Does he make it? Held up on his back. The referee thought about giving the try and then didn't. Well, Robinson looked to score. Great work by Richard Gay.
Yeah, did run it, did Gay. Bad mistake there by Hull again. No in possession, Steve. First tackle. Edwards to feed. All the man short. The gaps around the scrum. It's Potica. Long ball. Oh, that was... It's alive. That must have been obstruction. There must have been obstruction. Betts. Bell. Oh, ref. Touch judges on at that side. Calling out. Yellow card, Andy Dannett. Potter could take a nick at goal.
Potter hits the post, it goes loose. Panaper picks it up. Wigan 3 metres from the whole line. Betts goes over and makes the line. Makes the try. Well, when things run against you, Brian, they certainly do. And Botica hitting the post with a kick, rebounding, very well taken by Panaper, and then Betts crashing over from acting halfback. And really little 11-man, little a 13-man defence could have done against that, never mind 11.
So it's Botica. Trying to make it 26 to Wigan. They've only been playing 10 minutes of the second half. Kicks it. Sorry, that's 30, the scoreboard. Edwards. Kilda, Edwards. Clark knocks on. Lee Jackson gets it. Tackled there by Dean Bell. Duncan running off from acting halfback. Tackled by Lydon. Jones finds a gap. Henjack, Grant. Met by Dean Bell. And Phil Clark. Duncan. Jackson to Gale. A kick. He does. Goes across Lydon. Lydon has got Botica with him. Botica gives it to Robinson. Robinson beats Donkin. Oof. But stopped there by Enja. Phil Clark. Ball out to Betts. There's nobody outside Betts. A fire is coming. Fortunately to Hull for Hull. Oh, but Betts shakes off. Oh, bad tackling there by Hull. Shook off Eastwood's tackle. Edwards. Good tackle. Jackson. Edwards. Botica. Farah. Oh. Botica down the wing. Kicks. It's a chase. Goes dead. Great chase back there by Lee Jackson. I think it'd have been fair stare if the ball had been in play. Great chase by Lee Jackson.
Yes, he was, and he did the very sensible thing. He looked around him, saw that the ball was going dead, and there was no unnecessary kick to put Hull under greater pressure. So great work by Lee Jackson. Well, Wigan bringing a fire off, and a Hampson back on. Maybe something of a surprise, but fire back in the side after a few weeks out injured. And it may be that they're going to save him for the really huge number of games they've got coming up. Chico Jackson. He plays it some 12 metres inside his own half. Here's Dive. Henjak. Jones. Almost up to halfway mark, Jones. Henjak. Gale. Rob Nolan. Nice ball out to Eastwood on the wing. Has to come back around and inside. Doesn't really make too many yards forward. Good centre play by Rob Nolan. Richard Gay on the last tackle. And Edwards knocks on. So Hull will have possession. I think we're getting fairly close to the time when Andy Dannett will be able to come back. But I see beneath me both Rob Wilson and Russ Walker warming up. Gale takes the defence on, almost beats the tackle of Panipa, but he's taken by Farrer. Jones, hard run by Jones with a good tackle by Clark, and he'll play it 30 metres away. Dive. The ball goes away, and that came off a Wigan player. It's offside. Yeah, the referee was quite right. As Danny Dive attempted to put the pass in, it came off a Wigan hand, and then Betts was in front of the man, and he played the ball. So, well spotted by referee Russell Smith. Andy Dannett beneath us here looks as if he's about to come back. Eastwood finds touch on the 20-metre line, so Hull back to 12 men now. Andy Dannett is back on. Donkin very well met by the Wigan defence. Jones, strong run by Jones. I'm going to go, actually. Jackson inside to Dannett. And Hull in their certainly the best position they've been in for a long while, 5 metres from the Wigan line. Henjak, Gale, takes them on, Gale. Oh, almost gets the ball away to Grant, doesn't quite. Dive knocked down at the marker position. Henjak kicks through, and well played by Ivan Henjak, a good kick through, and Hampson having to touchdown over his own line. So Wigan will have to drop out, and Hull have got some pressure on Brian.
Yeah, good attack there by Hull. Thought Scott Gale was going to slip through as he did twice against Widnes. Lydon drops out to Richard Gay. Oh, spins out of Betts' tackle. Gay still going. Oh, good run by Gay. Jones charges in again. Oh, shakes off one tackle. Mark Jones has been excellent since he's come on, making yards. Henjak. Dive going for the posts. Gets the ball out to Lee Jackson. To Chico Jackson. But Betts read it well. Rob Nolan drops Eastwood off inside. It's to Dannett. Dive. Sack props up his foot. Oh, tries to slip the ball. Last tackle. Henjak. Hull stacking this side, but it goes inside to Gay. Side steps. Loses the ball. It'll be 6 tackle. Wigan to play the ball. Another good enterprising attack there, Steve. Phil Clark. Bell will run off. Tackled by Chico Jackson. Gildart. Oh, bit of a flopper there by Chico Jackson. Gets away with it. Dermot running off. Oh, ball out. to Hampson, to Robinson. Robinson beats Stevie. Robinson's got gear with him. Gives it to Botica. Matthew Duncan's chasing. He's not going to get there. Botica scores. Again, Wigan find space down this right, and when they clap on the pace, they've just got too much for Hull.
Well, they're certainly making the most of this one-man advantage. This stacking this right-hand side here, number of short passes, really a very well constructed.
Botica scores, good kick by Botica. Rub salt in the wound. Fresh pair of legs. Club captain Russ Walker on. And by the noise in the crowd, you think it was Hull that were winning. This Wigan crowd, there must be 10, 11,000 of silence. Phil Clark. Met by Grant and Donkin. Dermot. Good long quick ball. Jason Robinson appearing in midfield. Stopped by Henjack and Nolan. Dean Bell. Oh, Bell, the extra gap. Scott again front. Oh, ball out to Edwards. Edwards will score. He won't. Oh, what a good tackle by Richard Gay. What a good tackle. Brilliant tackle. All on a try. And he kicks through. McGinty. It's got space in front. But stopped by James Grant. Referee waits to slate clean. Oh, Farah to McGinty. To Gildart. Clark. Dennis Betts. Oh, trips. Good job he did. Dermot. Tackled. Two left for Wigan. Betts. Edwards. Short ball to Panapé. Stopped. Last tackle. Good tackling by Hull. Edwards. Oh, flat ball to Dean Bell, and what a good tackle by Lee Jackson. Lee Jackson and helped by Rob Nolan. Met Bell on the advantage line there, Steve, saved the second try.
Well, plenty of character in that whole defence there. Really odds on Wigan scoring in that set of six. Really excellent scrambling defence by Hull. No shortage of effort. Russ Walker. Hanjak, Hull going to short side. Back to Dive. Dannett. Takes on Betts, Andy Dannett. Tackle just short of halfway. Gale. Nolan. Inside the Wigan half. Last tackle against Hull. Richard Gay goes to the air with the ball. That's got to chase it himself. Dermot gets it back to Hampson, and Wigan looking to open up this. Hull's left again. But Hampson taken by Grant. Bell with an excellent break a few moments ago. This time it's tackled well by Andy Dannett. Betts. Again Andy Dannett in the tackle. Botica. Panapé, a long ball, trying to release Robinson. It comes, dances in field. My goodness, what a dangerous player. Robinson, taken eventually by Jones. Edwards. Botica. No, he's tackled 30 metres from the Hull line. It's the last tackle. Edwards no doubt go to the air, chips over. Taken by Donkin, well covered by the young winger. Dunny Dive. Well, Hull again deep inside their own 20-metre zone. Eastwood runs off from acting halfback. Walker. Back to Jones. Lee Jackson from acting halfback. Good run by Jackson. And a holding down penalty against Wigan. And it's going to be Paul Eastwood to find touch on this side. The Hull about to make their last change. Andy Dunnett being brought off, and Rob Wilson will return. Andy Dunnett certainly having come back on from the sin bin, who worked very hard. That's Rob Wilson will play the last 12 minutes. And Hull from that penalty will restart 8 metres or so inside their own half. Dive. Walker the decoy, Jones hits it up, good run by Jones. Again broke the line. Walker. Wilson. To the right, Henjak brings Walker. Ross Walker inside the Wigan 20-metre area. And again, plenty of variety in Hull's play, making the yards well. Gay. Oh, really, with a wild pass by Richard Gay. And it sails over Paul Eastwood's head into touch. Well, you'll have to be about 8 foot tall to take that one, Brian.
And the rest. Yeah. Right, Wigan head and ball. But enterprising play by Hull. Without really finding the final penetration. Farah tackled by Gale. Wigan moving it again. Oh, to Bell in a gap. To Bell, it's got Robinson with him. Tries to get outside Richard Gay, doesn't, kicks. Lee Jackson back again. Lee Jackson, brilliant. Rob Nolan. Brilliant bit of play there by Lee Jackson. For me, easily Hull's man of the match. Jones, who's looked very good. Oh, it's worried. Big pounding run by Jones. Plays it to himself. Bumps up. Oh, good play by Jones. Really playing for his place. Henjak. Got Gale with him on the inside. Gale chips. Oh, it's Dermott's there. Slips Gale. Men out. Farah. Oh, good tackle by Nolan. To Hampson. Hampson. Tackled by Rob Nolan. Dermott again. Finds Dennis Betts on the wide. Tackle well there by Eastwood. Loses the ball. The referee said it was a high tackle. It's another penalty for Wigan. I don't know what the penalty count is, Steve, but I would have thought Wigan must have had 14 or 15 in this game already. Damn it. 9 minutes left, still a lot of life left in the game. Gildart. Tackled by Russ Walker. Clark. Betts. Oh, Betts slips Gale. Oh, but stopped by Lee Jackson yet again. McGinty. Tackled by Jackson, but gets rid of it. Botica. Panaper loses it. But should be whole ball. The referee says it's a knock-on, so it'll be Henjack to feed the scrum. Henjack to Gay, who's met by Edwards, shrugs him off, tries to find a gap, can't. Diva. Jones again, charges up. Jackson acting halfback. Donkin into a gap. Gale. Rob Nolan. Can't get away from Farah. Last tackle. Ball to Scott Gale. High. Jason Robinson feels it. Jason Robinson. Oh, good tackle, great tackle by Rob Wilson. Bell. Lee Jackson in again. Clark. Well, good tackle there, wrapped down by Russ Walker's. Wigan tried to move it down the blind side. McGinty. Last tackle. Ball back to Edwards. Kicks, it's high, it's past Gay, turns Gay. Could run dead, I think it will with the wind, it does. Not a particularly good kick there by Edwards. Wind still quite strong. Blowing straight on the field. Russ Walker taking it up. Diva slips out to Henjack, who met by Botica, but gets rid of it to Jones. Jones going again. Henjack. Gale going down the right. Eastwood comes inside to Grant. Lee Jackson. Hull queuing up down this side. Diva comes inside, gets it to Lee Jackson, to Grant. Oh, the ball goes forward to Eastwood. But enterprising play again by Hull State.
There's some great handling in that. Lee Jackson prominent in it again twice, Brian. And just rather unfortunate last pass from James Grant. Lost control of it in trying to force it out. But Hull showing plenty of pride in the second half. Wigan ball from the scrum on the 20-metre line. Hampson. Clark. Dermott. Wigan edging their way up to halfway. Edwards. Botica under some pressure from Wilson, but cleans up well. There's a bit of space, but he's taken down by Rob Nolan. Still Wigan inside their own half. Edwards kicks through Richard Gay has to collect it some 4 or 5 metres from his own line. And Wigan chasing as well as ever. Gay is knocked down short of his 20-metre line. Eastwood. Away goes to Gale. A referee adjudicates a knock-on. Well, the ball fell free, but Mr. Smith thinks that it went forward. So Wigan with a really great attacking position. 2 minutes to go. Edwards. Robinson for the corner. Good take by Duncan, takes him well. Assisted by Rob Wilson, who broke very quickly from the scrum, but here's Betts, slips. A long floated pass out to Bell. Overlap on this side, but Hampson comes back inside. Good tackling. Here's Gildart. Wigan continuing the attack. Ball comes loose. Out to Clark. Inside to Botica. Looking for the sidestep. That's good tackling by Hull again. Edwards. The long ball. Must be in this time. Betts for the corner. Betts is in. Well, there's some good defence in that sequence by Hull, but in the end, the defence had to crack. And Wigan probing and the defence at a variety of places on the field, and then the long pass giving Dennis Betts the run in at the corner. And Wigan hit the 40-point mark.
Betts has deserved that try because he's been as good as any of the Wigan forwards. International display by Betts. So it's Botica. Just floats wide of the posts. So it remains Wigan 40, Hull 2. I think we'll just have time to kick off. We're into injury time. Paul Eastwood to kick off. So Panafer. Tackled by Deeper. And there's the hooter. Our preliminary round of the Challenge Cup. Central Park, Wigan 40, Hull 2. A game really that Wigan never looked like losing. And obviously the dismissal of John Sharp meant that any chance of Hull making a comeback was doomed to failure. But one or two individuals for Hull, brilliant games. I think Lee Jackson, I made him man of the match spot for Hull for both sides. It had a great game, wonderful game from Jackson. The whole players going across to the supporters, who've been in full voice right throughout the game. But disappointing day really, Steve, because when we came over I thought we had a real chance of winning today.
Yes, Wigan seemed to have been a bit out of sorts to actually have 2 defeats in the last month. I know that's what we're talking about. With anybody else that wouldn't be a problem, but really they've re-established themselves well and truly today. Magnificent Wigan performance. Very, very few errors made by Wigan. Very strong discipline. And so many good attacking players to complement that very strong defence. So many places they can score tries from on the field, as they showed. But Hull, who certainly didn't have the run of the ball in the first half, and lost John Sharp to that send-off, played with quite a bit of pride in the second half. But really, they've done quite well to restrict Wigan to 20 points in the second half. So Hull out of the Challenge Cup, but they'll resume the league campaign on Wednesday evening against Hull Kingston Rovers. The derby game, pick themselves up for that. It'll be a big game. From Steve Olsen and Brian Holwell here at Central Park, it's goodbye.